Look where we are. This is what's called the most haunted school on the East Coast, if not in the United States, if not in the world. This is Posttown Elementary School, though it says Madison School. It goes by Posttown. This was built in 1937. I'm gonna check it out. It's big. It's a lot to walk through, but you get to sit in the comfort of your home and come with me. We drove a long way to show you guys this. The owners here are so nice. Daryl and his wife. We've stayed at a lot of places, and this place is just really accommodating. It's clean. It's like staying at an old resort, but not, you know. It's really cool. I highly recommend coming here and staying the night if you can, staying the weekend. Or at least doing a tour. It's a really cool place. It's been about 83 today. Pretty warm for middle of October, but it's cooling off now. Nice cool breeze. Here, look at that. Posttown Elementary. When you leave, you will believe. Do you believe, Gina? I said, do you believe?
I believe I can fly.
I knew that was coming.
I believe I can touch the sky.
It says private property. Property owner is too old to fight, too fat to run, and too lazy to argue. They'll just shoot you. Posttown Elementary sits just outside Middletown, Ohio, built in 1937 as a sturdy red brick schoolhouse that served its little community for over 60 years. Children learned their ABCs here, played ball in the yard, and filled the air with laughter and song. But when it closed around 1999 or 2000, the sound changed. The echoes that remained weren't only memories, they were something else. Long before the first student ever set foot on this ground, the land already carried a history of sorrow. The soil beneath Posttown was once part of what locals called a baby farm, of a place where, in the late 1800s and early 1900s, unwed mothers or poor families sent their infants to be raised for a fee. On the surface, these farms were meant to care for children until adoption or family reunion. But many were little more than unregulated boarding homes that turned tragic. Records were scarce, oversight was almost non-existent, and far too many babies never survived. Some were neglected, some sick, some simply disappeared. People say the ground itself became heavy with grief. Then came more tragedy close by. 2 train wrecks tore through this area, one in 1891 and another, far worse, on July 4th, 1910, when 2 trains collided head-on in the night. Dozens died, and the wounded were carried to the nearby fields and farmhouses for help, the same stretch of ground where the school would rise decades later. When the school opened in the late 1930s, life returned. Generations of children filled the classrooms, and for a long time, Posttown was the heart of the community. But when the last bell rang around the turn of the millennium, the building fell silent again. And that's when the stories began. Today, Daryl Wisman, who owns the property, actually lives inside the school. Since 2004, he's called Posttown home. He's heard doors slam, footsteps cross empty halls, and voices calling out his name when no one's there. He says it's like the building never really shut down, as if some part of it is still alive with energy that can't move on. And there's another piece of this haunting story, a young girl who tragically fell on the stairs. I personally verified her story and even found her grave, but at the family's request, her name will remain private. What matters is that her story is true, and it's part of what gives Posttown its sorrowful heartbeat. We spent an entire weekend living inside those halls, sleeping, eating, and breathing history. At night, the air felt thick with the weight of everything that ever happened here. The floors creaked beneath us like voices from another time. Posttown isn't just haunted, it's layered. Baby farm, train disaster, a girl gone too soon, a lifetime of students and teachers who poured their lives into these walls. The stories stack on top of one another like bricks, holding this building together in ways only the past can. And if you ever find yourself there after dark, don't be surprised if the shadows seem to move, or if you hear the faint sound of children laughing in an empty classroom. Because at Posttown Elementary, history never really left. It just changed the way it speaks. This is my experience there. My coffee.
We travel every time it's winter, it won't by. There's one pulled up.
That's just what we go by sometimes. And here, everyone that's been here can write their names. So we'll put something there before we leave. Now, Daryl and his wife live on the premises. They've lived here for about 22 years. And that's Daryl right there. He's a really great host. And that's Mr. Boney's cousin. His name's Mr. Boner. I didn't pick the name. And this is Mr. Boney's other cousins. And for people who don't know, Mr. Boney is the skeleton that Leo takes camping with him and on videos sometimes. That's Leroy, and that's little Troy. Who is it? Who is it?
It's scarier out here than it is in here. No, I'm just kidding. Where is everybody?
Up that way somewhere. I'm getting ready to start to walk through.
Are you?
I didn't film yesterday because, I just wanted a little bit of private time, but we got to eat popcorn while we got the tour. Super sweet. And they walked us through the building, told us some of the key points. This is their military section, where if you have somebody who is in the military, they can you can sign their name or they can sign their name, but I was thinking of adding my dad to this. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that.
Somebody's inside, right? It's all right.
It's kind of pale.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There for now.
I am not ready. Not ready, Jesus. I'm gonna go check my
What is this? It's like an old newspaper in a book.
Sure. I guess so.
It's weird. Where do you even get one of these? Random.
I want to see the cover. Just because I'm just curious. Oh.
It's like a good nighttime reading. Your bed.
Lay on it.
All right. We're off to see the wizard. So this is where you can put the name of fire and rescue, EMTs, things like that. So that's pretty nice that they do that for different people. And this is a bathroom. It's actually pretty good, you know, cozy. It's got like little toiletries and stuff. Now this room right here, this hallway, is where Gina and Tennille got like kind of dizzy when they walked through, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Gina said she had to grab up over the walls.
Yeah, she never does that. Neither of them do, but there's the... this whole place kind of sets your like equilibrium off, you know, like makes you dizzy, sort of like a fun house. The butterflies. Whoop.
The arch is pretty.
Yeah, I like the gold speckled walls,
Yeah.
but seen better days, huh?
Definitely.
Look at the clouds up there. You going up?
Oh, where you going?
I'm just doing the video walkthrough. So do you guys remember what this room was? Librarian or something?
He rented this out to a family.
Oh, okay.
And they built this for their kids and
But you said they didn't stay long, right?
I think Brittany said she's sleeping here alone tonight, didn't you?
Yeah.
you can't lay on that bed.
I'm kidding.
Oh, it's
Ooh, this hallway looks creepy on video. And this is the principal's office over here. And he actually said that some people see these pictures right here and think they're principals, you know, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. That's pretty sad. Oh gosh, look at that. Dude, haunted doll. Now, if you're scared of dolls, we got a room coming up for you. It's gonna shake your world. Yeah, do not sit on desks. That'd be a bad idea. There's no support right there. So we just heard some kind of noise when the camera was off, of course. It's like voices, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How are you supposed to get a game down from the top up there?
Well, I was looking at these lockers that they've got. There's some tall ass elementary kids that can reach those lockers. I can't reach them. Oh, this is supposed to be, I don't know if you remember it on the tour, but the, this is where Daryl likes to come
Oh, yeah.
sit, because it's like,
This is where the owner likes to come and sit by himself and sometimes in the dark because he says he hears a lot of stuff. We need to come up here tonight
in
and
the dark, yeah.
yeah, bones and all that was filmed. It was some kind of cannibalistic love story, I think. But they changed all this into like a movie set. Pretty neat. Why don't you lay on that table, Brittany? Take a picture of you.
Is this where you like, who ate who here? Oh, that sounded terrible.
Let me get a picture. Hold on. Is it comfortable?
Ain't bad.
This guy scared me last night. Jump scared me. Come around the corner and see that in the middle of the night. Yeah, we got it right. We got it right. Doesn't look like an F, does it? Always, it gets me every time because it looks like a person there, don't it?
Look like a coyote. That's not a dog.
Yeah. What's weird is that a lot of these places we go have like it set up like haunted houses, but it don't jump scare you. Mm-hmm. But this stuff that just doesn't look like haunted house stuff is scary.
Yeah. You come around the corner and it's right there.
So this is where it was real foggy last night, and in here happens. But you definitely hear a lot of. We heard a girl's voice upstairs. Sorry, me and Brittany.
We did.
Yeah.
And Chad said it was Gina, but it wasn't.
It's not. It wasn't Gina. Yes, she does.
Well, this is interesting because this would not be allowed today, but this Native American right here. This is original from when the school was built, I guess. And I guess people haven't heard about it and came and painted it over yet, so. Basketball court. Yes! He came through! Woo! Bring him right here to us. Okay, don't come over here. You're pretty, but I don't want to pet you. That's awesome.
Hi.
Whoops. So this is kind of creepy. It's a coffin they got somewhere, and they keep this woman in it. Yeah. I'm not sure why she has cards. But when I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, because our room's like right here, when I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I walk by this room with her in it. It's really kind of weird.
It is. Well, I think the story is kind of weird.
I didn't hear the story.
Oh, you didn't hear the story? There was a man who paid, he planned his own funeral, and he wanted a big elaborate funeral. And, well, when he died, the funeral home had all of his stuff, but he hadn't paid any of his insurance premiums in like 2 years.
Oh.
So they went ahead and let him use the casket for his service. Then they cremated him. And then they couldn't do anything with the casket, so they asked Daryl if he would like to have it.
Wow.
And because they can't reuse it, but the man used it for 3 days.
Really?
And then he was cremated, yes.
Wow. That is a creepy story. So he laid in this coffin for 3 days, right?
Yes. Yeah, they had done his whole service that he wanted and then cremated him.
Jeez. Well, that is definitely a creepy story.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. Sweetie, what are you doing? What are you doing, big girl? What are you doing?
Sarah's book's in here somewhere. But she left the copy.
Kitty, kitty.
Oh, is it?
Hey. You're so cute. You're so cute.
Which I didn't want them to get bored.
Okay, that's weird because it looks just like a peach. It sounds like a peach.
Holy crap.
What's in it?
They get so involved in the
I don't know.
paranormal that they end up like getting a dark energy about them. And then they
It's like
get the dark energy and they pay for it dearly. It is.
maybe cream cheese and peach.
So where'd you get this at?
Especially the ones that think it's going to
Chocolate,
be
wait.
fame and fortune.
Mocha and Company.
It's not.
That's in Cincinnati, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people's been
So it's basically like
see you and speak to them.
pastries and bakery stuff that's made to look like other things. So that's pretty cool. They're kind of expensive though, huh?
These were $13 each.
Yeah.
Now, the ones in Louisville
Yeah.
are only $7.99 each.
And he goes to Brooklyn.
So you got a peach and what else?
Mango,
There's a rock band called First
pistachio, blackberry, and your chocolate.
Okay. That's cool.
The guy who played Michael Myers
So does it
and all these-
have peach on the inside, did you say? Okay.
Yeah, that's peach.
Yeah, would you be